Good evening. Welcome to the June 9th regularly scheduled council meeting. I'd like to thank everybody for being here and joining us this evening. I'd like to welcome Colquitt Nash, a retired pulpit minister, a marriage and grief counselor, a volunteer chaplain at Unity Health, and a member of the Downtown Church of Christ, who will be leading us in our invocation in just a moment. I've also asked Brian Fritz to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
Would you pray with me, please? Most gracious Father in heaven, we pause in this moment to thank you for the blessings of this day and for your boundless mercy and loving kindness toward us. We thank you for life and the blessings which sustain us in that life, and also thank you for what we have been able to do today, for we recognize that it is only in you that we live and move and exist. As you determine the times and boundaries of humankind's habitation, we thank you for placing us in this place at this time. We pray that those who call Searcy home will follow your exhortation to seek the welfare of this city. We thank you for those who have been put into positions of leadership within this community, both elected and those who lead behind the scenes. We pray for Mayor Faulkner and for those who serve as council members, Brett Kirkman, Chris Howell, Tanya Hale, Dale Brewer, David Morris, Roger Cargill, Donald Rainey, and Mike Schallenberg. Fill them with your spirit as they plan for and envision the future of our city. Thank you for their servant hearts and dedicated service. Above all, we thank you for Jesus, through whom we are able to know you as Father. Lead us, hold us, and help us as your children to bring honor to you as we honor and bless our neighbors and friends in this city. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please place the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Prior to the council meeting, we will have 5 public hearings. If you plan to speak during one of these public hearings, please come up to the podium and state your name and your address. The first public hearing is regarding a declaration of 1618 East Brummett as a nuisance property in accordance with Chapter 9 of the Searcy Code of Ordinances. This public hearing is now open. Is there anyone here to speak on this item? Seeing none, the hearing is now closed. Our second public hearing is regarding a declaration of 1407 West Pleasure as a nuisance property in accordance with Chapter 9 of the Searcy Code of Ordinances. This public hearing is now open. Is there anyone here to speak on this item? Seeing none, this hearing is now closed. The third public hearing is regarding approving amounts of liens to be certified to the White County Tax Collector against certain properties as a result of grass cutting expenses and abatement of other nuisances. This public hearing is now open. Is there anyone here to speak on this item? Seeing none, this public hearing is now closed. The fourth public hearing is in regards to new bond issue of capital improvement revenue bonds by Harding University and Harding Place. This public hearing is now open. Is there anyone here to speak on this item? Seeing none, this public hearing is now closed. And the fifth and final public hearing is with regards to new bond issue of refunding and capital improvement revenue bonds by Harding University and Harding Place. This public hearing is now open. Is there anyone here to speak on this item? Seeing none, this public hearing is now closed. We will now call to order the council meeting. Jason, please call the roll.
Mr. Kirkman?
Here.
Mr. Morris?
Here.
Mr. Howell?
Here.
Mr. Cargill?
Here.
Mrs. Hale?
Here.
Mr. Rainey?
Here.
Mr. Brewer?
Here.
Mr. Schallenberg?
Here.
Next item is approval of minutes from the May 12th, 2026 regular meeting and the May 21st, 2026 special meeting.
Mayor, both sets of minutes look very good. I will make a motion both sets be approved.
Thank you. We have a motion by Mr. Morris. Second by Mr. Cargill. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Morris?
Yes.
Mr. Howell?
Yes.
Mr. Cargill?
Yes.
Mrs. Hale?
Yes.
Mr. Rainey?
Yes.
Mr. Brewer?
Yes.
Mr. Schallenberg?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman?
Yes.
Jason, when you're ready for the treasurer's report.
For the month of May, financially, our total fund balances were 23.4 million, of which the general fund consisted of 7.2 million. Street fund sits at 1.3 million. Our reserve account is a little over 6.6 million, and the restricted project account is a little over 5.2 million. Our other funds in aggregate are a little over 3 million, 3.1 million. Operationally, in the revenue, we had a good revenue month this May. Revenue was top $3 million this month. If you remember last month, it was about 2.6 million in base revenue, so that was a very good month. It puts us year to date on base revenues at 14.3 million, which sits at a little over 43% of what we've budgeted for those lines. We would expect to have 42%, so we're a little over a percentage ahead in that regard. Total revenue, including grants, donations, and what's been collected for our bonds, brings us to 17 million for the year. Departmentally, expense-wise, for the month, we had expenses of 2.8 million. For the year, that brings us to 14.2 million. And we sit with excess revenue over expense for the year at 152,000. On the next page, which is the cash flow, you'll see that for the month of May, our beginning cash was 11.3, and down toward the bottom line there, you have ending cash at 8.5. We had a $3 million reduction that went into the reserve account, but we did not go down totally 3 million. We ate back some of that and got to 2.8 million in cash decrease. We do not have a lot fee payment coming up next month. We're in good position there. So I'm expecting we could break out of the negative cash months that we've had the last 3 months of the general fund going down and begin to turn that around in the other direction if things hold as they have revenue-wise in the month of May.
Jason, is that primarily because of the rebates?
Yes and no. This last one, they're amortizing it out in pieces. So roughly around 100,000 was all that was held out for rebate. So it was a strong month despite that. So I think we're doing well. Sales taxes right now we're collecting at about 96.6% of what we'd collected at this point next year. So, and that would be due to the rebate. I expect that hopefully we'll get over 100% and start growing on that. But we've got 8.6 months of cash that we're sitting on right now. The next page is your list of projects. You'll see the $3 million added for the anticipated overages to complete the My Searcy projects. And then I've also added the signal for the Janet and BB Caps bid that was approved last month at $850,000. On the next page, you see the list of your CDs that are invested for the reserve account at 6.6 million. And then the final page is the sales taxes that we've collected so far this year. I do have those rebates listed for you in that middle section. If there's any questions, I'd be glad to answer those if you have them.
Any questions from the council?
Good report, Sergeant.
Thank you, Jason.
All right.
Appreciate it. All right, that brings us to our section of updates, consents, and authorizations. And first up, we have updates on the My Searcy projects. So Richard, whenever you're ready.
Evening, everybody. So we're rolling and going on our projects.
All this stuff prepared and didn't pull up my notes.
Sorry about that. Hang on.
Welcome back.
Thank you. missed. Everybody was really excited that there was a short meeting, and I apparently got the blame for it, so, on Thursday. All right, sorry about that. Dog Park, Carmichael, Dog Park and Yancey, both of those are near completion. They've gotten both asphalt poured and striped, you might have seen, so really, just a few cleanup items at Yancey. They still need to do the surfacing at the basketball courts, and just some cleanup stuff, so they're really, really close on it. We are putting staff, like Cersei, or city staff are putting back the little storybook walk on the new path, as well as the sensory equipment. So we still have to do that, but we're doing that ourselves. Over at Carmichael, most of the sod is complete, and this rain has really been awesome, actually, because it's really helped to take root. Really, the only thing we're gonna wait on is we need that grass to take root at the dog park before we can allow the dogs to really start running around. You know, dogs are gonna run like crazy, and we don't want them to tear up the sod, brand new sod. So we need it to root in a little bit before we can officially open it to the dogs, but really they just need to finish laying that sod and then some cleanup items on it as well. So those are both really, really close to being done. Should just be hopefully just another couple weeks. So, all right, on to the bond projects. We are still tracking on time and on budget on all the projects right now. On our Little Red Greenway connections, our tunnels, everything's been submitted to RDOT. That one's still in the same position we were last month. Nothing's moved on it. Waiting for RDOT approvals on those. Berry Hill Park. So the park is open. You've seen, if you've driven by, there's constantly people on there. So Michelle Pugh actually shared with me, and you may have seen it on the employee newsletter, that over 15,000 people have visited the park since it's opened. And she told me that's 5,000 more than this time last year. And you have to remember that our courts are closed right now. So no pickleball, no tennis, which is driving a lot of the traffic before the stuff. So since it's open, there's 5,000 more than there was last year. So I think Berry Hill, people are really liking Berry Hill, so that's an awesome thing.
And pickleball's back open now.
If pickleball's back
Yeah,
open,
just
so now it's really gonna start.
That's
moving.
right.
So we do have a few cleanup items remaining. There was some Tough Coat. There's a section of Tough Coat that was missed on a sidewalk that kind of makes a connection, visual connection from the splash pad over to the playground area. They've got to come back and do that. We still are going to put up that pergola, and then the storage building is going to go. And I hope those should all probably take place in July. We will unfortunately have to shut down the splash pad for a brief period of time while those things happen, but hopefully that'll just be really quick when those things, but that'll be in July.
And there's some additional seating coming too, right in that narrow.
In that narrow area, that's right, yes. So just a few little punch list items we're waiting on that stuff, so. All right, South Main stuff, so progress has continued on that. I mean, if you blink, you miss something on that one. It's flying, especially the community center site. Just the week that I was gone, coming back, framing is up or starting to go up, so the interior walls are really starting to take shape. You can really now start to see those interior rooms happening. The roof is up, and really some of that exterior framing and the skin, you're starting to really start to see it. So it is blowing and going for sure. Community center, you may have seen, I think it was today, posted on Experience Cersei's, not the community center, Aquatic Park, sorry, on Experience Cersei. There was an aerial shot of the dig for the lazy river. So now you can see the main pool in the lazy river, which is super exciting. You can really kind of tell the scale. You got these big, contractors, equipments, and trucks sitting next to it, and the size of the pool sitting next to them. So that's really exciting to see that. So they've got both now pools dug. We'll go ahead and finish the framing on it, but it's moving along as well, really well. Soccer complex is also just plugging along. We've been fortunate, to be able to work with the pipeline companies on getting that work done. So as of right now, we're still running on schedule as far as the soccer complex goes. The baseball complex is also plugging and going. They're hoping to start those new fields next month. They're finished finalizing some design, some drainage for those new fields, but they're hoping to start the construction of the 3. I don't see anybody from Parks Department. Nope. I was hoping somebody from the Parks Department, because I didn't want to steal their thunder, but I did talk to Damon, and he said it'd be fun to announce that since we greenlit those those fields. So now we have 8 additional fields. We were able to land and book a World Series tournament in June of 2027. I think it's an 80-something team tournament that will come for at least half a week, maybe a week. I can't remember. I was hoping somebody would be here to explain the details, but
That's
you can ask
awesome.
them. But it is huge news, awesome news, to already get that kind of interest in those new fields. So excited to share that with you as well. All right, Little Red River Park. So that's the first time I get to call that. I'm still struggling myself. I catch myself calling it Riverside still, but Little Red River Park. So we did receive our permit from the Corps of Engineers for the boat ramp. We're waiting on our final approval from RDOT on that boat ramp project. So hopefully within the next month or so, we should be putting those out to bids for the improvements down at the boat ramp. A ton of progress is being made on the trails right now. I'm going to show you, I brought some pictures, some fun stuff here, except don't look at my notes. All right, let's see if you can see this very well. All right, as you can see here, let's just zoom in a little bit. So you can see the white lines, which are kind of tough to see, zoom in, are all of the proposed trail systems in the entire park. That outline around the edge is our property line, of course, but all these zigzag white lines are all the proposed trail that's going in. The green highlighted areas are what's already been constructed. So they have constructed a ton of trail out there already. They are currently sorry, got more pictures. So they've completed most of the southern half. There's a gap you can see on. There's a couple of gaps on this to complete this NICA course. This is the NICA loop here. All of this. So there's a gap here that they've got a boardwalk or a bridge crossing, and then a boardwalk and a bridge crossing they're currently working on right here, which would connect this lower piece that they've already started this upper loop, which will zigzag all the way around. They've got a ton done in that area as well. But they've constructed now 3 of the boardwalk features on that NICA loop, and then they're working on probably our biggest feature to date, which is a 200-foot boardwalk section over on the west side of the park. So that's a picture of the boardwalk section right there, which is super cool. So it actually crosses 3 little creeks right here on this end, on this little bend right here. So there's a 200-foot boardwalk that's about, it's like 18 inches or so up and down, and it runs about 200 foot of cedar boardwalk. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It's pretty awesome. So since we have started all of this trail and they've cut in a ton, we're already starting to see some maintenance things pop up. One of the big ones that's happened is on one of our new trails here is a large tree. Over on the left is the river. Large trees come across the trail itself, and that trunk diameter it's probably about like that. And then this trail itself takes a sharp turn to the right and bends around and goes into a dip, and that's the crown of it, which is covering another portion of the trail. And over on the very left, you can kind of see part of one of our boardwalks that it's blocking as well. So that's a challenge that we're going to start facing just on a regular basis, as well as these kind of areas. These are in the sun. Once people start riding them, it'll help a lot more. But that Johnson grass, as Jeff will attest, is tough to maintain, and especially in these kind of open seed areas. And then we've even had some friends that aren't bicyclists or hikers join our trails and enjoy our trails. This is over right by the river. This little lady crawls up and burrowed herself into the middle of the trail, and Justin Johnson almost ran over it and took this picture. But it's a giant turtle. So anyways, just to say, we're starting to see all of that maintenance start to pile up. So anyways, on the on that note, I did talk about that trail coordinator position last month. Again, it's not anything I'm asking necessarily for tonight. I do want the council to maybe consider that position again soon. You know, it was originally presented in that staffing model. That coordinator position could personally maintain some of the small stuff, but the coordination with both either city staff on some of these larger issues would help coordinate with that, plus, you know, to maintenance these trails, plus we are building 6 more miles of trails next year, and then as well as our current paved. So right now, how we're doing it is I got a text group of enthusiasts that go out there and we ride to check things out, and it just needs to be ridden to help some of that maintenance. And so we have just some enthusiasts. We've got a text thread right now trying to figure out how many people we can get out maybe this weekend to start cutting on that downed tree to get it cleared. And then I've been coordinating with Jeff and the maintenance department on some of those tall grass areas, trying to get that cut and sprayed, which they've done a good job on. The stuff that they've done so far is holding up well, but there's still some issues that are, or ones that are popping up. So between myself trying to coordinate that, Chad Souls is kind of helping out. He's kind of on our group thread. He's the guy that's trying to get all our volunteers on some of these larger areas, but it's quickly starting to realize that it's a task that's a taller task for myself, and it's because y'all know I have so much extra time to throw at that, but or just relying upon the volunteers. So it's just, you know, I think it's something that we need to probably think about a little sooner than later at some point in time, but just putting that bug back into y'all's mind at some point in time, that might be something we really need to look at, because we really want to maintain these things well, keep them cleared so people can come ride them and enjoy them and hike them and walk them and do all that fun stuff and enjoy the wildlife of the big turtles. So anyways, that's all I have for our updates tonight. Anybody have any questions for me on that? Anything? Yes, sir.
Every time I have gone down Eastmore Avenue, looked over at the splash pad, it's packed.
It has.
Is
Yeah.
everything going well out there with it, with
Yes, sir.
big crowds that we're having?
Yeah, actually, things have been going well. We've had some, you know, little hiccups here and there with some broken things, some vandalism-y type stuff. Nothing too major, but everything's. I mean, people. I've had so many people come up to me just excited about it, and I've seen now several videos of the playground with some folks with special needs who have some accessibility issues playing on it, and just really being excited that it's in a thing that we have for the city, that we offer to the city. So it's heartwarming to see that kind of stuff, knowing that we're doing the things that make people so excited.
Every time I've gone by, a splash pad and the playground have been packed.
Packed, yes, sir.
Looks like everybody's having a good time.
So more fun things to come, hopefully this year. So, and next year. Anything else on that?
Great update.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you. All right, next up, we have Paul Phillips back from Cruz and Associates, and I think, Richard, you're gonna assist with this too, to discuss just information regarding funding options through the use of franchise fees for bond.
Yes, sir. So, in your packet, Paul provided us, and Paul Phillips is here to help assist in this in any way, but what Paul provided us is really simple, clean, and clear. That first page, you might see the franchise fee revenue bonds. That is just a list of cities that have taken advantage of this use, and so it's something that's very common. It's not anything that we wouldn't be doing that's unusual or out of the ordinary. For Brooklyn, have even used it for a police station. So very commonly used. At the chart is below is kind of our historic revenue collection for those franchise fees from 2020 through 2024, up to $2 million. And then that second page, or that last page there, is a good breakdown of multiple options. So it goes from the most conservative that you want to be, could put about $8.2 million into a construction fund, all the way to the most aggressive could be up to $18 million into a construction fund. So I think this really gives you all a tool of options of when we really have hammered down what our costs are on what we can look at and what we want to choose on the conservative or the aggressive or whatever that is. But I think this provides us with ample information to make that decision when it comes. So, I mean, my opinion is I think our next step would be to go ahead and hire put out an RFQ for a construction management firm to come in, work with Mr. Hoffman, and really hammer down both site location and funding and the actual cost, and then we can come back to this and know exactly, once we know exactly what or a little bit better, what our construction costs are on what this option should be. So,
Site location?
site location, yeah, where the police station would go.
Thought we'd already,
Have we decided that? I don't think there's been a decision on that.
I don't think there's been a formal decision, but I think we've kicked it around. I don't know why we're hesitating on going ahead and not purchasing the WW Ford location. And then your expertise people can deal right with that, right there.
I mean, I don't know if that's ever been publicly talked about or discussed, but I think there was some concern and some about the cost of the property itself, so.
Well, I don't disagree with that, but that's not gonna change, in my opinion, but,
Well, I would think that a construction manager would help us do things like get a proper appraisal of it to see what the actual market value of that property could be, should be, and then we can actually look and see market value cost versus construction costs and allow us to really make that decision, I think in a better way.
is there any thought in your mind or the planning department is still trying to do it down at sanitation?
I mean, it's an option if that's the cheaper and best way to go. We just don't know I mean, when you've got the cost of the WW Ford property as high as it is, I mean, it's a pretty close match on building it there or there. So, I mean, it's, until we have better numbers, hard numbers, it's hard to make that decision, I think, my opinion.
We're gonna have more expense if we do it at the sanitation department, because we're gonna have to relocate a whole lot of stuff there. So I'm not for sure there's a real big difference between what I'm perceiving from you is the cost of the WW side versus going to sanitation.
I think our early projections were it was pretty much a wash on construction. We haven't investigated the exact cost to relocate sanitation to East Line or wherever that would be. But I think with the cost of what it's listed at right now, plus construction costs, it's pretty close to a wash on new construction at that property versus the race property. But that's not what those are all conceptual estimates right now.
So, just to clarify, my understanding is, and I think is what you just said, is new construction on baby caps at the sanitation line and remodel construction are virtually the same amount of money. The difference is the cost associated with moving our sanitation department off of baby caps.
The remodel cost is less square foot cost than new construction costs. There is some new construction costs we feel like at the WW Ford site, if that's the site we're moving forward with. So there's a combination of the both. But I think with the new construction, sole new construction cost, that cost, well, on property that we own, there would be some additional costs with relocating the sanitation department somewhere, which we have not investigated, which is one of those things that I think we need to investigate, or we should investigate. But then the cost of the property with the remodel plus the new on that site is kind of a wash with all new construction at BB Caps.
So Richard, let me ask this. So engaging with the construction manager as well as working with our team, right, at the city to do the due diligence to break all these numbers down and then present those numbers and options to the council so they can see everything and then make the best decision.
I mean, that was my opinion. I mean, I think, we're still dealing with just estimates, conceptual estimates, and from experience on the other projects that we've done, conceptual estimates can be pretty high, and we see those in each phase of the design come down. And so, without having a good assessment and better estimated numbers, I think it's wise to do that and gives y'all an opportunity to make a better informed decision.
I would also think that it would take time to do a remodel and to move sanitation and try to build buildings. It's obvious they have have all kinds of problems in the building that they're in now, so I think we need to take that into consideration as well.
If we're talking about moving sanitation, I guess that would entail us buying another piece of property somewhere to move it.
I mean, the original intent of East Line was to move sanitation and streets there. Without having the recycling program, or the curbside recycling program, the need for the remodel isn't as extensive as it was before. There is still some remodel needs there, to finish out the offices and those types of things, and an area to work on some trucks. So it would cost some money to relocate there, but I think there's some concern with some of the flooding on site at East Line, and just the size of it itself, housing both streets department and the sanitation department, so that is a consideration.
When I first came on, was there some issue about the height of the building or something?
Yeah, and that was really,
$1 million fix or something?
it was a lot of $1 million fix. Cause yeah, the building height was too small, they couldn't lift trucks up in there, and then the recycling trucks, when they would come in to dump, they didn't have the clearance to be able to do that as well. So that was that large amount was to rehab the building to be able to function in that building. And then there was an additional building that needed to be built out there, a metal building to do, to work on trucks, like the mechanics and stuff to work on the trucks.
I thought when we did away with curbside recycling and Todd and then redid I think people want that sanitation department down there. They can drive in there and dump it off. I'm sorry, I just thought we kind of already headed down the road to rehab a purchased piece of property rather than hire people to compare.
Well, I don't think there was ever, this is the first time it's ever been talked about publicly, is my point. And I think there's some concern, including myself. I think the property is overpriced, frankly, for what it is. And so I'm just trying to give you all the best information that y'all have to make the best informed decision that you have. So, I mean, there were discussions that we had amongst ourselves on these two different properties, but this is the first time that it's been talked publicly about.
So could we look at negotiation of price? I mean, has that been about?
Well, that was my point, was that we could move forward with somebody to get at least assess the market value of it. I know that what they have listed is what they have listed, and it's their option to sell it to whatever they want to, but it would be nice to at least know what the market value of it is.
Are there any other properties under consideration, or are those the only two?
Those have been really, we have looked at some little out of the box thinking on a few ideas, over like near, where the police shop is off of Moore, and the East Precinct, that property. We've looked at the acreage there to see if it was something we could do, like a multi-story building over there. We didn't really go deep down that road, but those are about the only ones we've looked at.
Mayor, have you had much input from the sergeant, the police department, on kind of what their feeling is about where they'd like to be located? Or I know there's some discussion about hot spots and things like that. It's been 3.5 years ago. I'm still.
Yeah, I've had some feedback from them. I think that they'd be open to both locations. I think they're both fairly central. I mean, Chief, do you have some feedback that you want to share right now?
You just said what I was about to say, is to keep it central. We don't want to be on the far east or the far west, obviously.
I just think we're gonna spend more money if we put it down in sanitation. And until we get the flooding situation resolved out on East Line, I'm not really excited about putting a whole lot of money into it.
I think it just remains to be seen how much we would spend down there is the point. I don't think we all have a clear understanding of how much we know what the square foot cost of a building is. This is about all we know of a remodel versus a remodel plus new versus all new. I mean, we know what that square foot cost is, but that's about it.
I understand that, and I appreciate your thoroughness in planning, but I was hoping with the franchise situation, we could go ahead and purchase the Ray Street property and start paying on it while we're doing the design and getting ready to rehab it. But
What's the purchase price of the W&W?
We only know the asking price. Asking price is 4.4.
It was down from the original.
How long has it been on the market?
Year and a half.
Well, Riser Harness moved out a year and a half ago, or was it something like that? I'm not sure when it was, but, I'm sure, you know, they would listen to an offer. I don't know I don't know what they're gonna take. No one does until you present it, but, you know, that's what they're asking. So my professional opinion is that's a lot of money. I will say what I've said. Richard asked me a few weeks ago my opinion, and my opinion hasn't changed, that it's a lot of money, but I believe it's worth more to us than it is to anybody else for a couple of reasons. We own the park next door that we've just spent a lot of money on to be adjacent to the park, to be able to potentially run Benton Street if we ever wanted to. Not saying we would day one or year 5, but if we ever wanted to extend Benton to Davis or over to Moore, having control of that property. Berry Hill Park was the biggest thing for me. So we're also gonna be tunneling under the parking lot for a bike trail. The bike trail will go right beside it. I don't know, it has a lot of positives. It also has a very big sticker price, so that's my thoughts.
What's it gonna cost us to get quotes on that building and the sanitation so we can compare?
I think it would vary. We would put out an RFQ for construction management, and then they would charge us pre-construction fees. It's not as extensive as what our last project was that had pre-construction fees. It'd probably be a couple $100,000, I'd imagine, in pre-construction. I would guess. I'm spitballing right there. Because it all kind of also depends on, you know, we had Clark Contractors did some preliminary construction stuff for East Line for us, which they did for free because they were anticipating getting since we hired them to do construction management, they thought they were going to get a project out of it. Ended up not getting a project, so it's kind of the risk that they took, and unfortunately they didn't get anything out of it. So there could be a scenario like that where it would be a very low number because they want the project to construct the project. So it's kind of up to the whenever we would negotiate a contract with the selected firm on what that price would be. But it could be, I would guess, could be up to 6 figures-ish.
So, I mean, there's lots of things that need to be decided. One is, I know the original intent was to relocate sanitation. That was the purchase of the Bowerman property. And so, you know, is it the, I guess, future intent to just leave it there, you know, and maybe clean it up the best that we can? Is that the goal? I mean, it sounds like probably from a timeliness standpoint, a remodel would be faster, right, than a new build. I think that's definitely something. I know the PD's working at a facility that is in desperate need of a lot of attention. Certainly agree that we want to provide the council with the accurate information to make the best decision possible.
Does it make sense for us to try to move forward and maybe we name Roger to see what the price is over there? I don't know how we even compare that side without knowing what the price is gonna be. Does that make any sense, Roger?
Well, I think we would, I think if the council had to decide to authorize the mayor or me to negotiate on the property, that would be the step taken. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, I mean, yes, with the caveat, are you suggesting that the council engage him professionally or that in his position as a council member, he represents you? Those are two separate things.
Yeah, no, my experience is Roger's done in the past. He's helped us on some things. He's never charged the city commission, which is asking a lot of Roger, but that's what he does professionally. So I would say if he wants to do it for free for the city again, It
Well,
would
I mean,
be, I think we'd get as
Everybody
good a
knows I work for Tootsie Rolls, and they're right here.
I mean, we'd get as good a representation as we would anywhere else in this town. I know other people that do that, but I don't know, it just seems like until we get a number, I don't know how we can even decide that it's too much.
Well, that's where I'm at. I mean, until we know what the construction cost is gonna be, how do we know what we can afford to pay for?
Well,
I
we
feel
have-
like,
we
I
have
feel like
estimates.
Mr. Howell, we need to know what it's gonna cost to renovate it and have it ready for them to move in. That's important to me.
Well, I think the estimates that we have are, do you remember the dollar figure? I remember the per square foot numbers, but we have estimates
Okay,
from Barry Hoffman
gotcha.
to remodel. And the estimates to remodel that building versus, put it at sanitation on big caps, we're virtually the same amount of money because we already own the land on baby caps.
Gotcha.
But what it's not taken into consideration is demolishing what is there on baby caps. We have to get rid of that. We have to do, site improvement to the earth and get it site ready, build ready, and then go up and then move sanitation to East Line or wherever it goes, wherever it can go. Those are the numbers we don't have. So those numbers would be, well, they're gonna be costly and critical information to have as well.
I like the WW4 development. I'm ready to get the police station moved. I mean, we've drugged these guys out the whole time I've been here. I've been on council for 3 years. I have so many people in Little Rock, and I spend most of my work day in Little Rock. People say good things about our police department, and it's one of the best things we've got going for us. I think they deserve a better building like ASAP. And we've piddled around with this thing for 3 years. I don't talk a lot in here, I'm not coming on too strong, but I'm like, if it's a wash, I don't see why we don't get it rolling and the top of the property right next to the park. But I'm on board.
So would it just take a motion to approve the mayor and Roger to try to negotiate a price with?
No, I mean, yes, and you don't have a number to approve right now. So they would have to bring back a number for you to approve in that context.
I'll make that motion.
Before you do it, I've got one more question. Does it put us in a better position? And I'm not saying we don't do the WW building. It's not, don't take it this way, but having a better understanding of our cost of what it's, because I haven't heard a number of what it's going to cost to improve it.
So the preliminary numbers we got from Hoffman to remodel and then an additional add-on at the Ford dealership was about 12 million. It was like 8 million. Well, sorry, it was 8 million. But then factoring in the cost of the property, it was about a $12 million project. And then to build new, it was about 12 million on BB caps.
Plus whatever it costs to get sanitation
moved.
Okay.
Now, I will say the $12 million, that was the original cost of the original design, did have a lot of things in that we cut out. For example, the PD shop, there was square footage in that original drawing that Barry did for BB caps that included relocating the PD shop to BB caps, which does not include on the WW Ford location. They would keep the PD shop where the PD shop is on Moore since it's right there. But so we haven't had a chance really since I stepped in and started to be involved to kind of look at some of those reduction options. And so that $12 million potentially could be less. That's why I was saying to maybe look at investigating a little bit better apples to apples, but.
Richard, also in apples to apples fairness here, the chief, you had said that keeping the shop where it is could be a constant, because proximity, if you were at WW4, would be an option there, and, DTF didn't necessarily have to come into the new building wherever it was too, right?
So the option on DTF was if we used part of the Ford dealership for our shop, moving it, we could build DTF offices inside what is now our current shop. They have to move out of their building too. It's an old building too. So we either have to have them in the new building or where the current shop is.
I second Tommy's motion.
A motion by Ms. Hale, we have a second by Mr. Rainey, and the motion is to approve.
To authorize you and Roger to negotiate.
On the Ray Street property. All right, any further discussion?
Mayor, clarification, sir. To negotiate a price and bring it back to us for approval.
That's correct.
Yeah, you're not approving a purchase or anything, go get a number.
Negotiate.
That's right.
All right, any further discussion? Jason, if you're ready, go ahead and call the roll.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Carter,
Yes.
Mrs. Hale,
Yes.
Mr. Rainey,
Yes.
Mr. Brewer,
Yes.
Mr. Schallenberg,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris.
Yes.
All right, I do want to make one more comment, just going back to these franchise fee revenue bonds. On all the options, it's not using 100% of the revenue from franchise fees. So I just wanted to make sure that that was a note, that it's not using 100% on any of those options. So some of those, that revenue would stay in the general fund. All right, item number 3, temporary use agreement of the Pyatt building.
I move that we approve that use agreement.
Motion by Mr. Rainey, second by Mrs. Hale. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Carter,
Yes.
Mrs. Hale,
Yes.
Mr. Rainey,
Yes.
Mr. Brewer,
Yes.
Mr. Schallenberg,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris.
Yes.
Mr. Howe.
Yes.
Item number 4, waiving the required boundary street improvements for Park Avenue rezone project. Have a motion by Mrs. Hale,
Second.
second by Mr. Rainey. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mrs. Hale,
Yes.
Mr. Rainey,
Yes.
Mr. Brewer,
Yes.
Mr. Schallenberg,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris,
Yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Carter.
Item number 5, yes, sir.
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to request that if with council approval to move item number 9 and 10 up on the agenda to accommodate our out-of-town guests that have to travel back to Little Rock tonight.
Yeah, that's great with me, if that's okay with the council. All right, so we're gonna jump to item number 9 in the resolution section, approving the issuance of capital improvement revenue bonds by Harding University and Harding Place.
Motion to adopt.
Motion by Mr. Moore, second by Mr. Brewer. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Rainey,
Yes.
Mr. Brewer,
Yes.
Mr. Schallenberg,
Abstain.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris,
Yes.
Mr. Howe.
Yes.
Mr. Carter,
Yes.
Mrs. Hale.
Yes.
All right, item number 10, approving the issuance of refunding and capital improvement revenue bonds by Harding University and Harding Place.
Motion to.
Motion by Mr. Brewer,
Second.
second by Mr. Rainey. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Brewer,
Yes.
Mr. Schallenberg,
Abstain.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris.
Yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Carter,
Yes.
Mrs. Hale,
Yes.
Mr. Rainey.
Yes.
All right, thank you all very much. We're gonna go back to item number 5, setting a public hearing for the application for a private club permit by Mimi's Mexican Kitchen for July 14th, 2026.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Rainey. I think that's in the former Fuji's location. Is that accurate?
No, it's, Mir and Cheeto.
Cheetos?
Across from Walgreens.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
We have a motion by Mr. Rainey, second by Mrs. Hale. Any further discussion?
Clarification, that is at the corner of Locust and Race, correct?
Across from Walgreens, across from the church.
Yes.
Yeah, just Just east of the Methodist
Black
Church.
House, yeah.
Okay, that's where I thought it was, I wanna make sure.
Okay, we do have a motion by Ms. Rainey and a second by Mrs. Hale. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Schellenberg,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris,
Yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Cargill,
Yes.
Mrs. Hale,
Yes.
Mr. Rainey,
Yes.
Mr. Brewer.
Yes.
All right, item number 6, approving of funds to complete the Legion Hut project and grant in the amount of $245,000. This is in the budget ordinance. We have a motion by Mrs. Hale, second by Mr. Cargill. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris,
Yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Cargill,
Yes.
Mrs. Hale,
Yes.
Mr. Rainey,
Yes.
Mr. Brewer,
Yes.
Mr. Schellenberg.
Yes.
Item number 7, fire department request for $89,776.14 from that Act 833 fund to replace engine 2 motor, repair station 3 bay door, and to purchase Knox boxes for the department. This is also in the budget ordinance.
Do we need a motion to approve it or just a budget order?
Y'all are good, we'll just keep rocking along, okay. Item number 8, planning and development request for $1,400 from the general fund to purchase GIS license, which is required for Kimley Horn to set up an online map for the city of Searcy as part of the SS4A Action Plan Grant. This is also in the budget ordinance. Which moves us to item number 11, in resolutions, declaring 1816 East Brummett a nuisance property.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Rainey. Second by Mr. Schellenberg. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Morris,
Yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Cargill,
Yes.
Mrs. Hale,
Yes.
Mr. Rainey,
Yes.
Mr. Brewer,
Yes.
Mr. Schellenberg,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman.
Yes.
Item number 12, declaring 1407 West Pleasure a nuisance property.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mr. Rainey, second by Mr. Schellenberg. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Cargill,
Yes.
Mrs. Hale,
Yes.
Mr. Rainey,
Yes.
Mr. Brewer,
Yes.
Mr. Schellenberg,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris.
Yes.
Item number 13, liens to be certified to the White County Tax Collector against certain properties in the city of Searcy as a result of grass cutting expenses and abatement of other nuisances.
Motion to approve?
Motion by Mr. Morris,
Second.
second by Mr. Brewer. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Cargill.
Yep.
Mrs. Hale, Mr. Rainey,
Yes.
Mr. Brewer,
Yes.
Mr. Schellenberg,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris,
Yes.
Mr. Howe.
Yes.
Brings us to our ordinances. Item number 14, rezone 103 South Greer from R3 to PUD.
Motion to suspend the rules, read its title only, please.
Have a motion by Mr. Morris. I think we had is there a second over here?
Yes.
By Mr. Rainey. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mrs. Hale,
Yes.
Mr. Rainey,
Yes.
Mr. Brewer,
Yes.
Mr. Schellenberg,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris,
Yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Cargill,
Yes.
An ordinance amending the Searcy Comprehensive Plan and the Searcy zoning code with respect to zoning classification of a specific land area within the city, declaring an emergency and for other purposes.
A motion to adopt the ordinance.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Rainey, second by Mr. Schellenberg. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Rainey,
Yes.
Mr. Brewer,
Yes.
Mr. Schellenberg,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris,
Yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Cargill,
Yes.
Mrs. Hale.
Yes.
The regulation and preservation of property uses and values in accordance with the comprehensive plan and continued utilization of lands in the city of Searcy in accordance therewith being necessary for the preservation of public peace, health, safety, and welfare. An emergency is hereby declared, and this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage.
I move we adopt the emergency clause.
Motion by Mr. Brewer.
Second.
Second by Mrs. Hale. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Brewer,
Yes.
Mr. Schellenberg,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris,
Yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Cargill,
Yes.
Mrs. Hale,
Yes.
Mr. Rainey.
Yes.
Item number 15, rezone Highway 367 and off-ramp of I-57 from UT to C4.
Motion to suspend the rules, read the title only, please.
Motion by Mr. Morris,
Second.
second by Mr. Rainey. Any further discussion?
Would you tell me again where this is at?
Yeah, that's at exit 42, right on the off-ramp to the right.
It's due south of the health department building.
Where Bowerman Trucking is.
It's across the interstate. It's across the interstate.
It's a wooded area
Yeah.
over
By Bowerman Trucking.
Okay, okay, thank you.
All right, we have a motion to read by title only by Mr. Morris and a second by Mr. Rainey. Any further discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Schellenberg,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris.
Yes.
Mr. Howell.
Yes.
Mr. Cargill.
Yes.
Mrs. Hale.
Yes.
Mr. Rainey.
Yes.
Mr. Brewer.
Yes.
An ordinance amending the Searcy's comprehensive plan and the Searcy zoning code with respect to the zoning classification of a specific land area within the city, declaring an emergency and for other purposes.
Thank you. Do we have a motion to adopt? Motion by Mrs. Hale, second by Mr. Challenberg. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Kirkman,
Yes.
Mr. Morris.
Yes.
Mr. Howell.
Yes.
Mr. Cargill.
Yes.
Mrs. Hale.
Yes.
Mr. Rainey.
Yes.
Mr. Brewer.
Yes.
Mr. Schellenberg.
Yes. The regulation and preservation of property uses and values in accordance with the comprehensive plan and the continued utilization of lands within the city of Searcy in accordance therewith, being necessary for the preservation of public peace, health, safety, and welfare. An emergency is hereby declared, and this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage.
Motion to adopt the emergency clause.
So,
Motion by Mr. Brewer. Second by Mr. Challenberg. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Morris.
Yes.
Mr. Howell.
Yes.
Mr. Cargill.
Yes.
Mrs. Hale.
Yes.
Mr. Rainey.
Yes.
Mr. Brewer. Mr. Challenberg. Mr. Kirkman.
Yes.
All right, the last item on the agenda is the budget adjustment ordinance. Motion to read by title only.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Brewer, second by Mr. Rainey. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Howell.
Yes.
Mr. Cargill.
Yes.
Mrs. Hale.
Yes.
Mr. Rainey.
Yes.
Mr. Brewer. Mr. Challenberg.
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman.
Yes.
Mr. Morris.
Yes.
An ordinance amending ordinance 2026-01, the budget for the city for the calendar year 2026, waiving the requirements for competitive bidding with respect to certain expenditures, declaring an emergency and for other purposes.
Have a motion to adopt the ordinance.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Challenberg, second by Mr. Brewer. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Mr. Howell.
Yes.
Mr. Cargill.
Yes.
Mrs. Hale.
Yes.
Mr. Rainey.
Yes.
Mr. Brewer.
Yes.
Mr. Challenberg.
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman.
Yes.
Mr. Morris.
Yes.
The need to maintain the fiscal affairs of the city of Searcy in accordance with the requirement of law being necessary for the preservation of public peace, health, safety, and welfare. An emergency is here.
Emergency clause.
All right.
Cut you off, I'm sorry.
You're good.
We got a
I didn't
motion.
read fast enough.
You reading fast.
A motion by Mr. Morris. We have a second by Mrs. Hale. Any further discussion?
It was an emergency. It says.
Yeah, it's an emergency mode there.
Jason, please call the roll.
Mr. Cargill.
Yes.
Mrs. Hale.
Yes.
Mr. Rainey.
Yes.
Mr. Brewer.
Yes.
Mr. Challenberg.
Yes.
Mr. Kirkman.
Yes.
Mr. Morris.
Yes.
Mr. Howell.
Yes.
All right, that's the end of our agenda. Yes,
I
sir.
have a question. In the addendums here, there's this contract for roadway management technology. It was not on the agenda, I don't believe.
Yeah, that was discussed at the Thursday agenda
Okay.
meeting,
Okay,
and we're gonna not renew
okay, good.
that contract yet.
Good. Sorry I had to miss that.
Oh,
Thanks.
all good.
We missed the window. Did we miss the window for this year, it looks like, isn't it?
No, we're paid up through, I think it was May of next year.
There's a
already.
30-day notice period.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So we're planning another year, yeah.
All right,
I'd like to ask if we could go into executive session.
all right, we have a request from Mrs. Hale to go into an executive session regarding a personnel issue.
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Rainey. Any further discussion to go into recess?
Where are we going then, since?
We've got a conference room at the end of the hall. Instead of the left, you're going right. Jason, can you call the roll, please?
Okay, Mr. Kirkman.
Yes.
Mr. Morris.
Yes.
Mr. Howell.
No. And note that I will not be there.
Mr. Cargill.
Yes.
Mrs. Hale.
Yes.
Mr. Rainey.
Yes.
Mr. Brewer.
Yes.
Mr. Challenberg.
Yes.
All right, we will take a recess.
Mayor, before y'all go to recess, I just wanted the city council to know a piece of information that I had right before I got off work.
Okay.
2133 East Race, known as the Coast to Coast Building, sold today. So hopefully we are looking at getting that repaired and everything. I just figured the city council would want to know that that property has got a new owner as of
Private
today.
sale or public sale?
Huh?
Private sale or?
Private sale,
It was supposed to be auctioned at the courthouse the 16th, right?
yeah. They sold it today.
Okay, thank you, Ken. Appreciate that update. All right, we are in recess for an executive session.
It's good for the owner.
Everyone in this room, do be mindful, the Facebook and the recording is still live, and this microphone will pick up everything you say on this. Just FYI.
So if you want private discussions, you know you wanna.
I think emailed you a legal description earlier today. Yeah, fine, we're good.
Me, it's just like, and Daryl, and I was like,
Oh, on vacation? We went on a cruise.
I'm great, how are you? We had a COSA bought, the foundation for the employee appreciation picnic. And you won the gift card, one of the prizes.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you all for your patience. Report from the executive session, no action was taken, so I'll need a motion to exit the executive session. Motion from Ms. Hale, second by Mr. Schellenberg. Please call the roll, Jason, when you're ready.
Mr. Kirkman?
Yes.
Mr. Morris?
Yes.
Mr. Howell? Mr. Cargill?
Yes.
Mrs. Hale?
Yes.
Mr. Rainey?
Yes.
Mr. Brewer?
Yes.
Mr. Schellenberg?
Yes.
So we are exiting executive session. We're resuming the agenda meeting. And that was the last of our agenda items. Any other comments from the council? Y'all have a great evening. We are adjourned.
All righty, you too.